Founded in 1939, Pilatus Aircraft has been designing and building aircraft at the base of Mount Pilatus in Stans, Switzerland. Pilatus Aircraft is the only Swiss company to develop, produce, and sell aircraft to customers worldwide. They are well known for their legendary planes, like Pilatus Porter PC-6 to the best-selling single-engine turboprop in its class, the PC-12. Their latest aircraft, PC-24, is the world's first ever business jet for use on short, unprepared runways. Domiciled in Stans, the company is certified to ISO 14000 and won in recognition of its efforts for the environment. The Pilatus Group includes two independent subsidiaries in Broomfield and Adelaide. With over 2,000 employees at its headquarters, Pilatus is one of the largest employers in central Switzerland. The success of Pilatus as the world's leading manufacturer of single-engine turboprop aircraft can also be attributed to the clear-eyed pragmatism of our engineers and designers. A unique ability to look at every problem as an opportunity to challenge conventional thinking and create something where it did not previously exist before is what sets Pilatus apart. Being surrounded by the rugged terrain of the Swiss Alps has been a key influence in the design of unique aircraft to meet the demands of such an environment. Meet the company's best-selling pressurized single-engine turbine-powered aircraft, PC-12. It is a turboprop passenger and cargo aircraft manufactured by Pilatus Aircraft in 1991. From short grass strips to high-altitude cruises, the Pilatus PC-12 is one of the best-performing turboprops out there. It will ensure world-class comfort, connectivity, and a stress-free travel experience. Pilatus PC-12 owners will get everything they expect from their aircraft, but owning it isn't easy at all. Besides purchasing price, there are many other costs related to it. So in this video, we will take a deep look into the real price of a Pilatus PC-12. Before we get on to that, please consider liking and subscribing to our channel. It helps us a lot with the YouTube algorithm and lets us know that we are helping to enrich lives out there. If you are into aviation, have a look at our new aviation compilation channel, Aviation Central. It is the first link in the description. We would highly appreciate it. So without further ado, let's begin the video. While manufacturing the PC-12, the company's main aim was to build a single-engine plane with a sizable cabin capable of flying long distances at speed. Work on the PC-12 started in the late 1980s, and a prototype was completed before the plane was announced at the 1989 annual convention of the National Business Aviation Association. The aircraft's certification was delayed, but by May 1, 1991, Pilatus had two prototypes, with the maiden flight taking place on May 31, 1991. Despite the flight going well, they decided to increase the size of the wings and add winglets. This delayed the aircraft's Swiss certification until March 30, 1994. Approval by the United States Federal Aviation Administration soon followed on July 15, the same year. The Pilatus PC-12 has gained a reputation for outstanding versatility, performance, reliability, and operational flexibility. The performance of the PC-12, large cabin, and standard cargo baggage compartment make it everyone's favorite worldwide. It climbs at the rate of 1920 feet per meter, while its maximum speed is 280 knots. Its average cruise speed is 268, while its economy cruise speed is 209. The takeoff distance is 1,475 feet, while the landing distance is 2,783 feet. Furthermore, the initial Pilatus PC-12s were powered by a single Pratt & Whitney PT-6 S67 engine and offered a performance equal to twin-engine planes. A newer version of the PC-12NG aircraft with a more powerful Pratt & Whitney PT-6 S67P engine came along in 2006. The addition of the new engine gave the PC-12 a better climb rate and an increased maximum cruising speed. PC-12 was manufactured to fly safely in harsh climates and incorporates numerous safety measures. Its engine has a reputation for considerable reliability, a factor that has reportedly been decisive to some prospective operators. For greater redundancy, the PC-12NG has a complete split-bus, dual electrical system, similar to modern jet aircraft, in addition to two separate batteries and a third emergency battery. To counteract stall and spin conditions, dual angle of attack sensors near the wingtips force the stick forwards in advance of a potential stall. Exteriorly, the height of the aircraft is 14 feet, while the length is 47 feet. Its cabin height is 4 feet, width is 5 feet, length is 16 feet, and volume is 356 cubic feet. The interior cabin of the Pilatus PC-12 was designed in conjunction with BMW's DesignWorks division and features materials you would expect to find in a high-end luxury car. The cabin of the PC-12 can accommodate 9 passengers and features a refreshment center and an enclosed toilet. With the addition of a new 5-blade propeller, the cabin and vibration noise is reduced to let customers enjoy a relaxed environment and pleasant conversation. A spacious, discreet lavatory is integrated into the cabin's forward portion, offering complete privacy without infringing on baggage space. A completely flat floor gives passengers even greater comfort throughout the longest of flights. The intelligent use of storage space, coupled with legendary versatility, enables the aircraft to complete any mission in just minutes. Only the Pilatus PC-12 offers the advanced avionics of a high-end business jet, tailored for the single pilot. It features an autopilot optimized for stability and smoothness, Smart View TM synthetic vision with performance-based HUD symbology, and the Honeywell Primus Apex TM integrated avionics suite. Pretty impressive, right? As we enter the last part of the video, please consider liking and subscribing to our channel. Here comes the most important part of the video. What is the actual price of a Pilatus PC-12? The buying cost of Pilatus PC-12 is between $4 and $5 to $5.4 million. It depends if you are buying a used one or a new one. But this isn't it. Besides buying costs, there are operating costs that you have to spend on aircraft. There are usually 2 categories to consider the operating costs. One is fixed costs, while the other is variable costs. Fixed costs are those that you pay no matter what. Whether the aircraft flies or not has no effect on fixed costs. These costs do not change concerning the number of hours the aircraft flies. So therefore, whether you fly the aircraft 50 hours per year or 500 hours, the fixed costs will remain the same. Variable costs, on the other hand, are directly proportional to the number of hours the aircraft flies per year. In this case, the best example of a variable cost is fuel use. Clearly, the more you fly the aircraft, the more fuel it will use. Therefore, flying 500 hours per year will result in variable costs 10 times greater than if you were to fly 50 hours per year. Thus, the estimated variable cost for private jets is presented as an hourly figure. This is how much extra the aircraft will cost you per flight hour. The fixed costs include expenses like crew salary, training, hangar, insurance, management, and many more. The crew salary is the annual salary of the crew members. Of course, if you own and operate the aircraft, you are responsible for the employment of the crew. Therefore, it is essential as you will be hiring talented and professional crew members. Moreover, this is a cost that will vary depending on the size of the aircraft. The average crew salary is estimated to be $78,000. The well-trained crew members are important as they are integral to the safe and efficient operation of your aircraft. The crew training will cost you about $10,000. Many people choose to keep their planes in special storage places known as hangars. But hangars can be really expensive. You can expect to pay between $50,000 to $1 million to buy it, and it will cost you $15 to $20 per square foot to build it. However, renting a hangar would be cheaper, as it will cost $100 to $500 per month. Its price varies greatly according to location and size. Some people choose to tie down their hangar instead of storing it in hangar, but it's very dangerous, and you will end up spending more money to repair it. Moving on, now let's talk about insurance costs. There are 2 types of insurance that private jets must have. The first is liability insurance. This provides cover against loss, damage, or injury to third parties. Third parties in this case include passengers, cargo, and baggage. While exact details will vary from policy to policy, the cover is generally not provided for the pilot in command or the actual aircraft. This then leads to the second part of private jet insurance, hull insurance. Hull insurance policies are agreed upon on a value basis. That is, the value of the aircraft. Therefore, in the event of a total loss, insurers will pay the agreed value as opposed to the current market value. Insurance costs vary greatly and depend on a lot of factors. The insurance price for PC-12 would be $18,000. Aircraft management is an essential component when owning and operating a private jet. An aircraft management team provides all the necessary services required to fly the aircraft. For example, sourcing and managing pilots to make sure the aircraft is airworthy are all tasks supplied by your aircraft management company. Of course, there is the option of so-called self-management. This is where the management tasks are left with your pilot in command. However, this option is rarely selected, so the fixed cost of owning a PC-12 would be around $150,000. Now let's talk about the variable cost of operating the PC-12. It includes expenses like fuel costs, landing and handling fees, miscellaneous variables, and many more. As mentioned before, this cost varies greatly, but according to an estimation, it will cost you $1,000 per hour to cover all the variable costs. So if you fly your plane for 500 hours per annum, you will need $500,000. Here you go. The estimated annual fixed cost for owning the PC-12 is $650,000. Well, guys, that's it for today's video. Click the links to check out some of our other videos. Moreover, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. We have many great videos coming up. See you in the next video.